Good Prime Minister. He didn't put up with garbage. That trucker strike, he would have took Hollis and blew that damn things up. That was a disgrace. I'm anti-conservative. My hardships are Connie's. And I'm trying to leave Canada. I've gone through a lot of hardships. Ontario human rights, she's a bimbo. What's a friggin' bimbo? Oh man, I play blues and I was up the combo and bimbo's downstairs. She's a friggin' bimbo. I'm a nice guy. I try to talk to her a time period of 2 years. PTSD doesn't cover much. It was never resolved. Getting shot at. So, you legalize weapons. I want out of Canada. You quit voting for Pierre Pallette. I don't want to pay full fuel subsidies. I want off fossil fuels. Oh no, you're a bunch of climate deniers. I hate Canada, so God darn much. I hate the place. I hate Pierre Pallette. I hate every progressive conservative piece of poop in the world right now. I hate Peterson. He never shuts up. I've always stood for women's rights. I'm not gay, but I hate conservatives so much. Will you stop voting for conservatives? Dump them. Because they're paying fuel subsidies and oil subsidies, rising Greenpeace and all these activists. Captain, I'm more Australian. You're getting into renewables. But Canada's getting Americanized, which is a disaster for the debt loads. You don't read books. I was on LinkedIn and he says, I'm a Nobel laureate and I wrote a book. It never gets read. No. Because you got social media. That is the best thing to have. I don't want a cell phone. I don't want a smartphone. They make you dumb. I don't like social media anymore. I hate it. What else do I hate? Canned food from charities. Because the food prices are up so high. My parents left Canada, in England because of Victoria. I'm leaving Canada because of hardships. My nephews and nieces could get away with stealing the property. I call asshole lawyers here. And I call them assholes because they're on the take. I can't get my property back, nothing. And I hate Canada. I fucking hate it. I hate the bimbos in Ontario that won't talk to you. I don't call them names, but I'm calling them names right here. You're the stupidest bitch I ever had seen. I'll tell you, I'm glad I never had daughters. I wouldn't have daughters like you. I'd abort them. You're a useless piece of garbage. You don't work. I go over there and try to get some help from a store. Oh, no, we're eating pizza. They're privileged little millennium moms. I hate Canada. I hate the freaking place. I am a Green Party member, and I hate Canada. There's no justice. Look at that. Human Rights Code. It's all up to Ontario, and it's been weakened for years. There's no hope. Abandon all hope. My parents left England because of the worst of times and the best of times. When we came to Canada, my father, he hated conservatives. Oh, hell yeah. They never helped veterans in World War I. They beat them up. What did the Canadian conservatives do? Here's a guy who used to go out and work on the pipeline. Try to work out there. You got bad governments. You got it's a bad freaking country. Every veteran person. But the apathy is saying the bureaucrats. And the horse racing went down. That was my kicker. I'm for horse racing, but I'm not for winning. And every sports writer knows you can't win every game. And Bob Belford, I throw him in the trash can because I don't like him. He won that with American Pharaoh. There's no good sports anymore. It's always about winning. It's always about being the top dog. and it's a broken economy. I look at around me, and I look at the business sector and the bloody craziness of starting businesses. You get no idea what you're doing. They come and go like muffins. Leadership is the ego. Look at this idiot. You might as well have R2D2. See, imagine that I'm sitting in the bar, and he comes in with his entourage. He's running a ski event up here. I've never seen such a stupid idiot. He's trying to figure out, he talks like crap to the hotel staff. He says, why do they treat me so bad? Well, do you listen the way you talk? And then he's got all these little entourages of R2D2 people saying, yes, sir? Don't live in Mastic. That's the type of jerks we hire for business. I studied under Ian Miller, the equestrian business, and I started wondering the problems of Canada is our education system. If we get cupcakes like Peterson there, he was right to quit U of T. It was a garbage dump. It was getting into accolades. What are you teaching? You got a bunch of Nazis running around there, Georgia. You hate Nazis. You know, my father was a Nazi hunter. Who's your daddy? Listen, my daddy worked on the oil sector. Well, my great-grandfather was on a Ballarat oil mine, gold mine. I don't mind gold. We don't have we need gold. But, you know, a good government would be feasibility studies for mining resources. We're digging up gold. We gotta have feasibility studies. There's no feasibility studies. There's no human rights. There's nothing. And I talk to the police. They say, "Oh, they got better laws in Australia." Damn right they do. And I'm understanding. I'm not condoning, but I'm understanding people getting angry. Young people. Like she said, yeah, brown skinned people. That's racist, okay? But that young woman is struggling with housing, and she's Canadian. Okay? I see the whole problem. If I could say anything about Canada, it's this. You have no plan. No business constructs, no plan. You come to the board of nothing, with no plan. And no compassion. So that shows me Facebook's done damage with likes. It's got a society of privilege. And I wanted to work for me because I hated the way the racing industry was going. But I've changed directions. I'm putting an application in to study music in my older years for Australia. Because I found music was more effective to communicate ideas and protest where a country has deleted the right to civil protest on climate change. They've deleted it. Oh, come on. Mike Harris is alone. Stephen Harper. That's never changed. They've deleted laws. Human Rights Commission's a joke in Ontario. Alberta's got a better Human Rights Commission now, but you never know what's going to happen with that woman out there. I've seen a lot of violations of human rights out there with First Nations people. And I don't know why Nova Scotia would We need to divide up because we're not getting along. It's like a divorce. We got to quit paying subsidies to Alberta and separate. You know, I mean, even the counties in the province, OMB and all this stuff, it's up to the county. When I talked to the mayor, I said, well, why are you allowing them to rule? These conservative bastards. You know, I'm not happy in a province that has no Green Party. And a solution to make differences. I found my camp in Canada. It was the Green Party of Canada, Green Party of Ontario. You know what the problem of Canada is? Commodity markets. Think about it. The commodity market system. Should go. Do you make money investing in commodities right off the top? It takes a lot of money. But if you got crypto, you can inflate the system. So, you know, I like Warren Buffett. He says crypto's turds. And he's right. Because look at how it inflates the system. And it's not well-earned money. Little millennials want it because they hate us boomers. You know, when I was growing up, I had elderly parents. I had an elderly father, married a younger woman. He was a Canadian Army war veteran, World War I. He was wounded in 15. I talked to Canadian Air military, and they're amazed to hear these stories. They went into 1914. Police come in and they talk to me. They like talking to me because they know the garbage is going on here. You know, it's too late too soon. You had too many weak laws on crime and punishment. I've been shot at. So it was 1989. It's a long time ago, she says. Listen to this bimbo here. I'm trying to be polite to her. Are you going to give me a hard time? No, we'll see how it goes. I'm giving her options. You can't even stand your ground with those bitches on the phone. She hung up on me. She's hung up 5 fucking times. I hate Canada. I hate this weak, don't give me attitude bit. I'd fire her. I'd fire them over there like Steve Jobs did. I'd just fire them. They don't work. Anger? I'm not getting any services for seniors. Nothing. Oh, no, we don't need them. I got to see a shrink. Well, I'm pissed off. So I don't want to see a shrink. I'm pissed off at our policies on supporting fossil fuels and paying subsidies. My taxes are so high, and they blame it on carbon tax. You know, the carbon tax might be the help, but not the subsidies on. It's like putting your foot on the brake and the gas at the same time. You're not getting anywhere. So, is there a problem with horse racing? Yeah. Is there a problem with business? Yeah. It's ethics. It's the ego. And it's to get ahead and reframe the picture. So my business, I'm going to be doing energy work and healing and plant-based nutrition. Cornell Institute. My foot's sitting. Don Tillman went there. He was right. And he started, oh God, my feet are hurting. He's starting a plant-based revolution. Cornell Institute had it. And some idiot got on here, and he's a beef producer, and he said, debunked him. Isn't it nice to debunk a professor of a Cornell Institute? Try to debunk him when he writes a rebuttal and read it. And I looked at who was doing this. This is why I'm against commodity markets and the free market capitalism. I'm for a social democracy. And Australia's got it. And Australia's good for business. And it'll probably be a leader in the countries of the world. But it has to get off the fiat currencies, and I agree. The fiat and get into gold market. Canada could do that too. We're finding gold all over the place. But our government doesn't make it easy to buy gold. And I don't feel like this is a kicker in Canada. I've been thinking of starting a business here. I need a business license. But I don't feel like paying subsidies to oil companies. I needed a tax lawyer to cut everything with that. I've been offered to go down to Costa Rica and work. You know, they don't have oil subsidies going out to pipelines. I think it's a disaster. And I hate putting housing market and guys going around saying, that's a commodity? It used to be a human right. So I'm listening to everybody. I'm listening to doctors. Doug Ford was not following the policy that the medical associations put out there. And people died. Because he was trying to, this is the political system. It's first past the post. It never had any fair voting. And it's all influenced now by social media, fake news. And it's fear-based. And they got to end it. First thing is get rid of the shelters. I'm going to write the Ontario Auditor General. I had them shut down once. They're violating human rights. And I heard a girl on the floor, and I said, I can't listen to her. I'm listening to a girl that's being raped by her father. So the narcissistic woman that was running it said, you don't listen to that. Well, I need to help her. You're not allowed to help her. I'll never go to one. I think she was fired because I reported her to the Green Party of Ontario. And I think they went to the went and investigated. Here's another thing. I was in a shelter in Brooksby. Don't fund them. Because I found out they're tethered to these commodity board market racketeers that are making profits at an alarming rate on real estate. Young people cannot afford housing here. You're going to believe the progressive conservatives. I wouldn't believe them. They're the ones that are going to get rid of carbon tax to support a fuel empire. Look around you. These companies are taking over in the housing market and everything, and that's Enbridge. You know, I look up and I think it's all a friggin' scam. My brother bought into a mortgage to put it. Enbridge came in, put in a heating system. It's too big for the house, and they ripped them off, and he put reverse mortgage. He lost a lot of money. But seniors are gullible. Is it his fault? A kid wanted to go to university. So I'm going through a lot of hardship with my ex-wife. And it's medical. She had no self-esteem. She wouldn't look after herself. So I got into this field of encouraging people to look after their health and telling them they're worthy of being healthy. Every woman has that right. But you got these misogynists on here, and they should be shut down. They should be shut down. As I talk to young women, they're awfully depressed listening to that garbage. Not every woman's bad. And that's the way social media's got into a pile of crap. Jordan Peterson, I drink because I gotta listen to your crap. You're a climate denier and you attack women. And you'll meet your karma, you jerk. So you've turned me right off of Psychology of the West. And I agree with the Dalai Lama. I'd say it's a bunch of kindergarten nonsense. I studied at Princeton online, Buddhist psychology, but I'm a youngin', and you're just sick. Can I not hate you? No, I don't hate. I don't want to hate, because that's not essential. I want you to shut up. But the only way I can shut you up is leave the country. So today is a holiday. It's Saturday. I'm losing track of time. And I got no help here. Because of Grandma, Mother Jones, another libertarian party, that's putting things into young people's heads about older people. I'll tell you, bit by bit, I get around to them and I talk to them. I'm starting to see some sense. They're messed up. And I started realizing this young man's got a good heart. And he came to me. And this home plan went out. Wasn't that serendipitous? He was lost, traveling around. His parents died of COVID. I did some Reiki on him. And what I like about the Reiki system is that it instills and clears the darkness in people. Myself, I need to do self-treatments. But I'm not even dressed because I haven't got any clothes washed. There's no help here. I gotta go all the way downstairs and wash. And when I'm in there, all the washing machines are full. So it's frustrating, and it's all the clothes that they stole. He's a nice guy, but he let a bunch of drug addicts in here, and they stole their clothing. Really nice. But I don't feel like dying here. They're dying down the hall, covert, and doctors are telling me how bad it is. And it's all this fear-based rubbish that I'm glad YouTube is stopping this. Because I'm not going against the protocols of the virus. I think you misunderstood me, YouTube, and you never gave me a chance. I say, back it up with nutritional supplementation and health, and clean up the environment. I'm really fed up with the one-trick pony healthcare system in Canada. It needs to improve. There's a lot of areas of improvement. I think we should fund yummy and psychology for people. We should fund that. Finally, the federal government's funding dentistry. That's a step in the right direction. But they say it's a tax grab. No, the tax grab is the fossil fuel empire. Think about it. People